Hi there, I'm Rhonda, and I help makers turn their digital designs into income. On my channel, you'll get quick tutorials, cool tools, and simple strategies to grow your digital product business. If you want daily AI prompts, trend tips, and a fun community that gets it, join us in our AI Profit Society. I left a link in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss a thing. And now, without any further delay, let's get into today's video.
Hey everybody, it's Rhonda. And in this video, I'm going to show you how you can create your own database to store prompts and sample images so they're always easily accessible and easy to find. When you want to use a prompt and maybe change up the subject or the color or the style, um, most of us store our prompts in text files. Well, that's great, except all you see is the prompt. You don't see the image that it produces. So this is a really great way to store your prompts with a sample image. So when you're looking for one, they're easy to find and you can use them over and over again. Okay. So that's what we're going to do today. I've had several people asking me about my prompt database. So I figured I would show you all how to make one of your own. So I'm going to open a new browser here, and we are on airtable.com. And that's the platform we're going to use to create our prompt database. Now, this is 100% free, so don't worry about having to pay for it. You can use it free forever. So up here in the upper right corner is sign up for free button, and we're going to click that. And now you can sign up either using your email or a single sign on, your Google account, or an Apple account. So I'm going to register for an account real quick and I'll be right back. Okay, and once you sign up, you're going to get this Omni loading page and you can fill this stuff in here, or you can just come up here to the upper left. And nope, it won't let me do that. Okay, so we have to stick with going through this process. And in here, you're just going to answer some questions. It's real quick. I was hoping we could bypass it, but we can't. Unless we go down here. Nope, we just have to run through this quick. So where do you work? And you can put anything in here. You can put at home. And what industry is your company in? Digital designs. And what team are you on? Well, I'm the owner. So we'll enter that. And what it's going to do is give you some sample bases that you can create based on the information you gave it. But we're not going to use any of those. So up here in the far right corner is a little X. And we're just going to click that to get rid of this Omni page. And now it's saying create a blank app. You'll exit this experience and start fresh in a blank Airtable app, which is exactly what we want to do. So we're going to click create. So what we have here is our untitled base. This is just a blank base is what they're called on Airtable. It's basically a blank database. So we're not going to use anything over here on the left. So we're going to minimize that and just close Omni. And I want to let you know right away that up here at the top, it's going to say trial, 14 days left. Don't worry about that. They automatically give you a free 14-day trial of the team plan. And what there, you can do more things with it, but nothing you need. We can do everything we want to do here on the free plan. And what will happen, we're just going to close this out and it's going to tell us we're upgraded for 14 days. After 14 days, you'll switch back to the free plan unless you upgrade. So you don't have to worry about it automatically upgrading you or billing you after 14 days. We didn't enter any payment information. It's just automatically going to revert us to the free plan after 14 days. So we can just close that out. Next, you're going to see a pop-up for a little tour. You can take that if you want. We're going to skip that today. And the same way here with extensions, you can look at those in your account if you want to, but we don't need them. So we're going to close that out as well. So now what we have is our blank base that we're going to use to create our prompt database. And we don't need all of these fields, so we're going to get rid of them. When you hover over the field name, you'll see a little arrow. Click on that and go down and delete field. And we're going to do that until we have just these 3 left. And we're going to edit these. The first one, name, we're going to double click that. And we're going to call this image generator. And we're going to leave that as a single line text and hit save. The next one, we'll double click on that. And in this one, we're going to write sample image. And from this drop down, we're going to change that and we are going to select attachment and leave this as files, okay? And then click save. And then finally, in this last one, we'll double click and we are going to rename this to prompt. And in the drop down, we are going to select long text and save. And that is pretty much it. Our basic database now is built. Now, to view it so you see the sample images, we're going to come over here to the left, hover over Create New, click on it, and then from the menu that pops up, we're going to choose Gallery. And you can leave that as it is, Collaborative, and Create New View. So now, this is how it will store these prompts. And down here are just, something else that just popped up. We can just dismiss that. We don't need it. Now, there's 2 ways you can do this. We're going to come up here to our untitled base and double click it and change this to prompt database. And then you can choose a color for it if you want. You can leave it the way it is. It's up to you. So here, what we can do is either store all of our prompts in one table, or you can duplicate this table. And when you duplicate the table, you duplicate the table, choose duplicate records, and then you could, if you wanted to, create a different table for each image generator that you use, which is what I like to do. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to double click on table 1 and I'm going to rename this to Midjourney. And this table 1 copy, I'm going to double click that and I'm going to rename this Dolly. And then I'm going to duplicate this a few more times till I get all of the different image generators that I use in here with its own table. And I want to make sure I have the gallery view turned on for all of them. So now we will once again duplicate the table, duplicate records, double click, and we can change this now to whatever image generator name you want. And we're going to do this just a couple more times. And it all depends on how many different image generators you personally use. I have about 7 of them that I use regularly. So we're going to do this again. Duplicate table. I'm going to call this one ideogram. Set it up for gallery view. Duplicate table. And like I said, it's completely up to you how many of these you do. It just depends on which image generators you use. And I have one more that I use on a fairly regular basis, and that would be Canva AI. And I have that turned on to gallery. So now here's our prompt database. We have a different table for each image generator that we use. So now you can just put your prompts right in here, and I'll show you how we can do that quick. Let me open this up and let me go to one of my image generators. Let's do Midjourney, and it wants me to log in. Okay, so we're all logged in. So here's some images I did earlier today. So let's say I really, really like this digital paper background with the wolf. I want to save this prompt. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come back over here. I'm going to click on the Midjourney table, paste the prompt into the prompt area. And all I have to do is copy this image, bring it back over. And here where it says sample image drop file, just click on it and then paste that image right in. And now you can put the Midjourney and wolf digital paper. If you have different tabs set up like I do for each generator, you could change the name of this first one to prompt name or something like that. It's completely up to you. Or you can just leave it image generator. It doesn't matter. So that's how you do this. It's that simple to just add new prompts and images. And then when you look at these, you can open your database, look through it, and that is right. This prompt gave me such a great image. I want to use this prompt again. I want to change it a little bit, maybe with a different animal or a different scene. But every time you want to add a new prompt, you just find the prompt you want to add, and we can copy the prompt, come back over here. I'm still in Midjourney, paste the prompt here, and like Halloween stag. And again, we will just copy the image and paste it in. And there is our prompt. Now, if you use all of these that are already here, in order to add a new one, you just come down here to the bottom right, click Add Record, and now you have a new window open for your next prompt. So let's find one here that we want to save. Let's save this one, copy the prompt, paste it in. I'm just going to give the prompt name nursing, copy the image, and paste that in just like that. And now that is in there. You do have some blank ones already in each tab already. But like I said, once you fill these in to add a new one, it's as simple as coming down here and clicking Add Record in the lower right. Or you can right click here and just add Insert Record before or after. So anywhere on top of one of the current prompts, you can add a new record before or after. So I just added one there. All right. So that's how quick and easy it is for you to build your own database prompt database. I'm sorry. So I will leave a link for Airtable down in the description, and you can create your own. If you like the way I have this set up with the different image generators like this, I will leave a link below where you can grab this database in a blank form, So you can just add it to your own Airtable account if you want to do it that way. All right. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Okay, and one more thing before I close this out. If you choose to use the pre-made prompt database template that I linked below, when you click on it, it will open up, and in order to use it, what you'll do is come up here right next to the name, and where it says copy base, you'll click on that to copy this to your own Airtable account. All righty? So I hope you guys found this all helpful. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.